channel. Today I'll be doing the get to know me tag. I saw it floating around in the internet, so I decided to make one. At least that will help my fans or my subscribers or the future subscribers get to know me well. So let's get started. But before we start, I would like to say that I'm in my daughter's room, in case if you will start hearing us at the background or hearing her speak speak German. Please ignore that. Okay. So let's start the get to know me day. To start it off, I wrote down the whole questions here. So in case if you people see me looking down, know that I'm trying to read out the questions. So let's get started. What are your hobbies? What are my hobbies? Okay, I like playing basketball. I like playing volleyball, and I like going to jogging every morning. Sometimes when the times are so difficult, I normally do it 2 times in a week. Then during the vacation, when I have vacation, I normally do it almost every day. And then I also love doing gymnastics. So the second question is, do you have siblings? Of course I do. I do have siblings. We are 5 in the family. I'm the first child of my mom and dad, and I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. So altogether we are 5. So the next question is, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, are you kidding me? I'm a grown-up already. I'm grown, so I would like to be a mother. I'm a mother to 4 kids, and I was a communicator way back in my country, Nigeria, and after some time I applied for a job in an advertising company, which I got. I started working there, and after a time, you know, when you're young and you have the ability and you know people and you don't have when you're bored in your job, you would like to look for another place. So when I now apply in Nigeria, Cable and Wires, that was when I got to know my husband. We got married, and that was the end of that job. So I have to leave Nigeria and start coming over to Germany. So who was your first best friend? My first best friend, really, it's a long time ago. I can't really remember, but I do remember there was a particular girl I used to play with in those days, in our street. Her name is Adobe Okorafo in those days, but right now I don't know her whereabouts, and she doesn't know where I am. I don't even know where she lives, if she's married or so. It's been a long time. She was my first friend in those days, my first best friend in those days. So what and when is your embarrassing time? My embarrassing time. Oh, what is the embarrassing time? I think that was way back in Nigeria when I was going somewhere. I was fully dressed with my friends. I think that was a party. We were going to a party. We were all fully dressed, and I was putting on a heel sandal. And as we are walking down the road to go and take a cab, my sandal just spoiled along the road. I have to go barefooted on a very hot sunny day back home in order to change another one. So it was very embarrassing. Everyone looking at me. So some people started making shouts at me. Some people started cracking one silly jokes or the other. Maybe the shoe you're putting on is not original, that was why it broke, or that, or people, they love talking anyhow. What will I do? The mouth is meant to use for talking. Some people really do make use of their own wisely. Some people normally open their mouths and spit out fire like dragons. What will I do? I just ignored them and walked back home, and that was the end of that party. I never went back to that party again because I was so ashamed of how that shoe disappointed me on the road. And you can imagine walking back home almost how many meters away from her. It was really far. Okay, the next question is, how many countries have I visited? Okay, I was born in Nigeria. I visited Holland. Then I'm now living in Germany. I also visited Norway. I also I can't remember, but I plan visiting more countries, because when one is young, you really have to enjoy yourself. So when you're old, you now relax. When you remember all the good time you spent when you were young, you now say, oh, I really enjoy my time growing in those days. And now that I'm old, children, you should take the lead. I have done my own part of the enjoyment. So, and the next question is, what was my favorite or worst subject in school? My favorite subject in school in those days was literature and religious studies. And my worst, and still my worst, is mathematics. I hate maths. And not that I cannot do it, but it's because I'm too lazy to learn it, because I hate it. You know, this a feeling whenever one hears math. Oh, I can't do it. You know, I just hate it. But really, I started doing it of late, and now notice that I'm really good in it. It's just that I was too lazy to really work hard on it, because if you want to be an expert in mathematics, you really have to work hard. It's not something you just learn today, you postpone it tomorrow, you continue, the next week you continue. No, you have to, it's sort of a daily learning process. That's the only way you can make it in mathematics. So I think I'm too lazy in it. That's why I'm also bad in it during those days. But if I have my way, if I can turn the hand of clock, I think I'll perform better. So, and what is your favorite drink? Okay, my favorite drink. Do I even have a favorite drink? I think, yeah, I do. But of course, I like drinking water. Yeah, I love drinking water. And what else? I like drinking tea. When alcohol free, I like drinking tea. I hardly take alcohol. So if I want to take beer, I normally take non-alcohol beer, like malt drink or something like that. So, what is my favorite animals? Do I really love animals? Yes, I do. I love dogs, but not the bigger ones. I like the small ones, like Chihuahua. And I like parrots. I really love them because if you really want someone who acts as a guide at home when you're not there, that will always whisper to you or expose whatever that happened at home when you are not around, then you should buy a parrot. Whenever you buy one and keep it where it will stay and be seeing everything that happens in the house. Whenever you come and ask something, if nobody answers, just expect an answer from the parrot. The parrot will say one thing or the other that will give you a clue to whatever the children or whatever that happened when you were not at home. So another question is what will I name my children? My children. Okay, when it comes to that, I like I said, I have 4 children. What will I name them? I have already given them names. What are the names? I decided, I think I took that decision together with my husband to keep my children away from the internet. So I hope if you wouldn't mind, but I would love to show you their picture at least. For those of them, there is the picture of my family. That is my husband, that is my last born, that is my first born, that is my second born, that is the third one, and then that is my last born, as I say, and that's, there I am. They are my wonderful children given to me from God. So their names, I'm sorry, I won't be saying their names. I hope you don't mind. So I decided to keep them away, except sometimes the little one or my last born will always come. You know, girls normally love seeking for notice. Like the other video I met, she was there at the back of the car trying to get attention, waving like this. She almost followed her seat, trying to attract attention. I saw it when I was trying to edit the video, and one of my children said, "Oh, mom, that will be fine. Just leave it there." So I left it. So what sports have you participated in? Like I said, I participated in basketball during my days in school. That was why it got to be one of my hobbies now. Then I also tried my hand at volleyball. Then I noticed in those days I wasn't so good in it. Then I also played hockey, which I happen to be very good in, better than the basketball that I first started playing. And I planned learning basketball. I planned learning table tennis. I really love playing table tennis. When I watch it at the television, I get attracted to seeing how they play with this ball, the movement, and it also helps to train our hand, for those of us whose hand are growing, it's not very good. It helps to train our hand. So who are my favorite YouTubers? Do I have favorite YouTubers? Yes, I do. And 2 of them motivated me to start doing YouTube, and I said okay, because every weekend I got glued up to my tablet or PC watching YouTube, because sometimes I get fed up watching some silly programs at the television. Sometimes they hardly have any good program at the television, so I'll now say okay, let me retire to the internet. Then I'll open YouTube, I'll start watching. I go from one channel to the other. I like missing things. I'm not like the people who say okay, let me see, watch your content. Excuse me. Let me watch your content and see what your content is like, and see whether it's like mine. No. I'm the type that really like getting ideas from every branch of life. From people who do makeup, I do watch their channel. From people who have children, although my children are almost grown, I do also watch their channel. For people who motivate people, I also do watch their channel. For people who cook, I watch their channel. I'm full of colors. I'm also full of life. So I will say one of my favorites is this Ghana lady who is married to a Nigerian guy. Chane Ambrose is her name. She's living in London. And another person is Omabel TV. She's a Nigerian Igbo lady like me. and another is Anna Kasimi Amia. I'm sorry if I call her name wrongly. And another person is um maybe I've forgotten. I'm so sorry if I've forgotten. I'm really so sorry if I've forgotten. Then another people that also lined up is all the people who are my subscribers who also have I have subscribers. Majority don't have channels and majority some have channels. So all those who have channels, I also love watching their channel. It doesn't matter if they don't watch me or not. Sometimes I look at the statistics, the demographic of the people who watch me, where their location, where they are. I normally find out that majority of those who are my subscribers don't even watch me. If those who are not my subscribers that are watching me, but for me, it's nonsense. I really don't. It doesn't really bother me. If they do anything, fine. I normally watch. If it's okay, I'll give it a like. If not, I'll just walk and pass. So, how many girlfriends or boyfriends do you have? Boyfriend? You mean now? I don't have a boyfriend. I'm married. In those days, how many boyfriends do I have? I can't remember, but I know I remembered of one or two. We are just in a platonic relationship. There's another one. It was also a platonic relationship because when I was growing up, I had problem maintaining my girlfriends because I noticed that they don't really like me the way I like them. They just use you up, In those days at the schools or at the highest institution, they will not be there. I will come, I will do their assignments, do their homework, submit it, write their names on top of it, and I noticed that they just befriend me because I'm the regular type that comes to school all the time, and most of them are not there. They'll be traveling from one state to the other, doing whatever they know best, and I'll be there. So when I noticed it, and now I sort of distance myself from them, and after distancing myself from them, I now started having in my group, whenever I see them, my brother's group also, I normally join them, my cousins, I normally join them. Gradually we all became friends. So it's not like it just I like hanging out with boys more than with girls when I was growing up. So but I know there was a particular boyfriend I had that we before I married my husband, things went so badly, so we parted, not really in a good way, but I thank God for him wherever he is right now, and I thank God for my life. I thank God how things are moving on safely, smoothly, and well, everything is well with me. I really don't know about him right now. I don't even know where he is or what he's doing or anything about him. I really don't know, which I don't want to know. So I think he's a closed chapter as far as I'm concerned. So how will you describe your fashion sense? I'm not really the kind of person that goes on or with a trend. I'm the kind of person that puts on things because I feel comfortable on them, and I'm the type of person that don't look at people and imitate them. No, I'm not that kind of person. So I put on things that make me feel comfortable. I put on things that when I look at myself in the mirror, I'll feel good, and once I feel good, I don't really care what the other people think about me. But one thing is this, I don't go naked on the road, no. So I really like classic. I really like things that I'll buy, and every time I bring it out, it will always be up to date. I don't have to be running to boutique all the time to buy new wears or new shoes because the ones I have are already outdated, you know. I know sometimes it really waste of money, of course, for people that have children. So what is my middle name? My middle name is an Igbo name. You know, I'm an Igbo woman. My middle name is Chigozie. Yeah, that means God bless you. So my favorite color is brown. Yeah, brown is my favorite color. And how tall am I? I am a meter 73 cm. Yeah, I'm tall, but not too tall. Yeah, but still I'm tall. Yeah. And then if I want to make myself very tall, I will now put on high heel. And then if you see me walking, oh, like it's almost sick. So what do I like taking? Tea or coffee? I like taking the two of them. My favorite TV show. Do I even have a favorite TV show? Yes, exactly, the one that is going on right now. DSDS in Deutschland. And when DSDS is over, we normally have Super Talent. DSDS and Let's Dance, they normally go hand in hand. DSDS Saturday and Let's Dance Friday. So I like watching these two shows. And what else? Yeah, and Gunter York, Wer wird Millionär. I really like watching it. It helps me to know more about the German's current affair. So what else? The color of my eye. What's the color of my eye? I think is dark brown. Yeah. And then my favorite smells. I would say vanilla. Do I have? Yeah, rose. The real rose. And any fine dove, any fine perfume or anything like that. Yeah, if not, I just like it natural the way it is. I hardly put on perfume, not because I don't have the money to put it on, but because of sometimes I get irritated by the amount of alcohol that they normally mix with it. So to avoid myself from getting skin problems, and now stopped making use of them. So my nickname, Scantafilo is my nickname. Yeah, Scantafilo, just Scantafilo. Okay, my biggest fear. Do I have any biggest fear? Yeah. I think my biggest fear is dying before my children grow up. Yeah, dying before my children grow up. That's my biggest fear. I'm really afraid of that. I really want to live and see my children's children. Yeah. God. So relationship with my parents. Wow, I have a very cordial relationship with my parents, and with my mom I have an intimate relationship. You remember I told you that I don't really have that kind of best girlfriend as I was growing up. I think my mother and my sisters, they are my friends. Although I have one in those days who I normally hang out with. Noyerum Ikeba, so in those days. So apart from them, I think I don't really have any other girl that I do hang out with. And if I do, if I have forgotten, please forgive me, because it's such a long time ago. So I do have a very good relationship with my parents, very cordial relationship with my parents. And so do I like tattoos? No, I don't. And when I see somebody that have it too, I don't really have anything against the person. It's their body. We live in a free world. People should be free to do whatever they feel like doing. So I don't I don't think I have anything against anybody who has tattoo, not minding I don't really like putting it on my skin. How will it even look like? I have dark color. Okay, so that is the end of my get to know me tag. So I hope this will clear some doubts most of you have about me, and if you have any question, maybe there's something you want to ask me which I need to really clear you, please drop your comments right in the post, and God bless you.